I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. The pleas came from Maybrook parents, teachers, and children. They were urging Valley Central School Board members and administration to keep Maybrook Elementary School open. Close to 400 people crammed into the district's middle school for last night's budget meeting. And those in the standing room only crowd want district leaders to find other ways to close an $8.1 million budget gap. Valley Central Superintendent Richard Hooley said district residents could face a 16% tax increase if significant cuts are not made. Closing Maybrook Elementary would reportedly reduce the budget gap by about 10%. Another budget meeting will be held next Monday. That's when district leaders are expected to discuss cost-cutting options in more specific detail. Your ride home from work Wednesday could be a little messy. A storm moving into the region during the late afternoon hours Wednesday is expected to leave us with a slushy mess of wet snow. An accumulation of 1 to 3 inches is the current prediction. The snow will be mixed in at times with rain, and some remaining snow showers are in the forecast for Thursday. Now keep clicking back here at Record Online for local forecast updates. Laura Garza's disappearance back in December of 2008 triggered a massive area manhunt. After her body was discovered in Pennsylvania, the man she was last seen with, Michael Mealy of the town of Wallkill, was arrested and would later plead guilty to manslaughter and was sentenced to 23 years. Now the story of Laura Garza, her family's heartbreaking quest for answers, and the relentless investigation that resulted in Mealy's arrest will be told in a program that will air next week on the Investigation Discovery cable TV channel. The Laura Garza story is scheduled to air next Tuesday, March 12th at 10 p.m. Some of the video that will air was provided by Record Online. This was the scene last April in Kingston, where a sinkhole opened up on Washington Avenue. And while work continues to repair the leaky storm drain tunnel that created it, there is word of another possible sinkhole opening up next to the original one. Kingston Public Works officials are investigating to determine if this latest problem is linked to the tunnel or to a sewer pipeline that lies underneath it. Attempts are now being made to stabilize the latest trouble spot. After that, a confined space team is expected to be called in to find the cause of this latest problem. In Washingtonville, Mayor Kevin Hudson lashed out at his critics during last night's village board meeting, saying certain members of the board and the news media, specifically the Times-Herald-Record, have been trying to smear his record and question his financial management of the village. And Hudson says he will soon take action against those who leak information about his administration to the press. Mayor denies published reports that he gave himself a $4,000 raise last year without trustees' knowledge, and that his business partner and his brother received tens of thousands of dollars in overtime pay. As for the perceived attempts to smear his record, Hudson said, quote, "It's sickening, it's disgusting, it's personal, and it's going to stop." Elsewhere, former Sullivan County Manager David Fanslow will be getting more than $84,000 from the county under terms of his separation agreement. Fanslow stepped down last Friday after county legislators reached a stalemate over whether to terminate his employment or assign him to a new contract. Fanslow will receive installments of roughly $5,600 over 15 pay periods and will have legal expenses paid for, plus a benefit package that runs through the end of April. A Newburgh man has been charged with 12 felony counts for illegally receiving thousands of dollars in workers' compensation benefits relating to an alleged injury suffered on the job. 39-year-old Sean McPhail was arrested for insurance fraud, plus 11 counts of offering a false instrument for filing. According to Orange County Sheriff's Office investigators, McPhail collected more than $205,000 in fraudulently obtained benefits over a 4-year period. And in the town of Ulster, an employee of a local business has been charged with grand larceny and falsifying business records. For the theft of more than $3,000, town police say 31-year-old Matthew Laughlin of Kingston submitted a pair of fraudulent check vouchers to his employer for the purchase of a new all-terrain vehicle to be used by the business. Instead, police say Laughlin bought 2 lesser value ATVs, keeping one for himself and pocketing the extra cash. And it's sure to be an emotional weekend in the Performing Arts Center at High Mountain School in Stone Ridge. That is where the Earthborn Dance Project will feature a woman with an inspirational story. 7 years ago, dancer Jorel Palm of Rosendale suffered a traumatic brain injury in a car accident. It meant she has had to relearn everything most of us take for granted. But while she cannot yet walk on her own, her love of dance has transformed her into a choreographer. And this weekend, she will be taking part in a performance called Survival, It's a Dance. Those with the Earthborn Dance Project hope to create a company that will give those with disabilities the opportunity to participate more fully in dance. You can read more about Jorel and her incredible journey in a story by Jeremiah Horrigan, which appears here at Record Online and in the Tuesday edition of the Times-Herald Record. As mentioned earlier, another winter storm is headed our way. Wednesday will begin with clouds, then wet snow and rain move into the region later in the day and into the evening. And 1 to 3 inches of slushy accumulation is expected. Temperatures will get up to around 40 degrees during the daylight hours. Periods of wet snow showers as well as some rain are in the forecast for Thursday as well, with the highs again at or near 40 degrees. For the latest weather information and breaking news, keep clicking right back here at Record Online and get a handle on all that is happening by reading the Times-Herald Record tomorrow. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.